you. I am going to be playing Halo in the flesh on the Xbox. On behalf of the whole Halo team, thanks a lot for coming, and welcome to Halo on the Xbox.
The Halo franchise is easily one of the greatest things to ever touch gaming. Bungie evolved the FPS genre to the next level it needed for console games. Bungie was in their prime back then, and they've made some of the greatest games that to this day we all still play. This is back when games were actually improving from one another and learning. It was during the golden era of gaming, a time where Bungie was actually loved by the gaming community and didn't make dog shit games like Destiny 1 and 2. Sadly, Bungie got rid of Halo and gave it to 343 Industries. Halo 4 and 5 divided the community, but we can't forget that Halo Combat Evolved started the community. I know it's hard to believe, but Bungie was actually putting us some heat back then. Bungie formed a community of gamers that are still here to this day. The fans of Halo are the most loyal fans I've seen before. I mean, just look at this.
There's a lot of community, a lot of fans, and a lot of good feelings. A lot of people coming out here, meeting and greeting, and sharing their love of Halo and Halo 3. Is this the best video game in the world?
Definitely it is.
Halo. So like I tell you, Halo 3.
Sum it up for us.
Amazing.
It's exhilarating, man. It's an experience. I'm glad to be here.
I bought Halo as soon as it came out, man. I was hooked. Halo 3.
What's going on? How long have you guys been standing out here for?
5 o'clock. 5 p.m. 5 p.m.
Today?
Yeah, we got lucky. We didn't have to get here too early.
That's it? Did you ever meet chicks on the Xbox lot?
That's funny you say that. We've met a few freaks with the camera.
I bet you have.
I'm going straight from here to LaGuardia, flying to Chicago, and going home to play the game.
Did you come here just for this event?
Yeah, I came here just for this event.
They don't have this in Chicago?
They do.
I kinda wish I was a part of this, but nowadays it's kinda hard to get excited about a new Halo game. I don't think we'll ever see gamers getting excited about a game like this again. I mean, just seeing the Master Chief will get us gamers wet. The Master Chief is one of the best characters of all time in gaming. Bungie made a character who barely talks so damn cool. I'm pretty sure everyone know who he is, but we'll go over him anyway because he's just that good. Just look at him. He's literally the most handsome devil I've ever seen. He is a badass character who can literally take out armies of aliens all by himself. I mean, he's literally a walking tank. The Master Chief was the face of gaming back then. He also says badass shit like this.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb. Give me that chip. The Didact has to be stopped. If you won't do that, I will.
I mean, why do you think this franchise is still going till this day? It's because the legend himself is on that shit. I don't think I need to explain why the Master Chief is legendary anymore because you already know who he is. But don't even get me started on the voice actor. Steve Downes is one of the best voice actors I've ever heard. I think his voice is the best for Master Chief and I don't think anyone can really replace him. But he is getting older, sadly. Halo Combat Evolved's gameplay still holds up to this day. The gameplay was crazy back in 2001 because of the AI. Halo's AI was the most advanced AI back then because enemies actually use strategies to kill you. They might flank you, throw a grenade at you to get you out of cover, or group up to overwhelm you. Sometimes they might dodge out of the way if you keep shooting at them. The thing I like is when you kill the captain and the little grunt starts running everywhere, which is also pretty cool. The difficulty in this game is also great and there's no unfair deaths too. If you die, it's your fault, you didn't play smart. Overall, the AI in this game is way ahead of its time, but the missions are incredible as well. Combat Evolved has some of the best missions in Halo history. Bungie did a great job on his levels on making them feel unique and memorable. I'll admit that some of these levels did get repetitive, like Assault on the Control Room, but how you approach the level can be different in its defense. The levels also have really great scenery too, which is also beautiful to look at. It really makes you wonder what's out there in space. All of the missions offer something different, but I want to touch on Guilty Spark for a minute. Guilty Spark is, in my opinion, the best Halo level of all time. The level has a mysterious and horror tone to it, and I like it. In the beginning of the level, you can see the Covenant running from something, but you don't know what it is. Bungie did a good job in implanting fear in the player's mind, because you can see the enemies you fought up to this point scared of something, and it's kinda weird. As you walk through the forest, you probably feel like something's watching you. You can't shake the uneasy feeling. You probably have a lot of questions on what's going on here and why you're hearing things, but you keep moving. Eventually you'll find the elevator going down somewhere where you'll find the Covenant getting ready for something, but you still don't know what's coming. You keep fighting the Covenant until you see the dead grunts, and then you start to worry a little bit. Then you reach one of your comrades and he says,
Stay back! Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out!
and you immediately know something's about to go down. You see a video recording your allies and this happens.
Hold still! Hold still! Let him have it!
Sergeant, we're surrounded.
God damn it, Jenkins!
Fire your weapon!
There are too many, Sarge!
Don't even think about it, Marine.
Oh, this is local!
Get back here, Marine. That's an order.
Jenkins!
The Flood reveal is easily one of the best moments in Halo history. As soon as you meet the Flood, you're probably shitting yourself right now because there's so many of them and you can't keep up. All of it comes together at this point, and you know why the Covenant wanted to leave so badly. The Flood is an enemy that can take over dead bodies and even use weapons. They are easily more threatening than the Covenant because of the sheer numbers they pose. They are really aggressive and don't give you any time to breathe. The Flood are like space zombies that can mutate everything around them. Some of the Flood you kill is actually your allies if you didn't know, and it's kinda sad when you really think about it. I'll admit though, I was annoyed at these enemies when I first played this, but now I appreciate them for how cool they are. They really are a unique enemy. All I wanted to do was highlight this level because it's a fan favorite and my personal favorite. The other levels are good too, except the library. That shit was fucking trash. I'm not going to go over every level because we already know these levels are amazing, but Guilty Spark stands out to me. But let's talk about the soundtrack now because that shit slaps. We already know how great the soundtracks are for Halo. You've been listening to one of them this whole time. Once in a blue moon I might go back and play one of these tracks and jam out to them. The composer did a great job on capturing that mysterious feeling in some of these tracks. It really goes along with Halo's story. My favorite soundtrack is Truth and Reconciliation, probably everybody else's favorite as well. It gives me good vibes and makes me feel like I'm reaching for something. Halo soundtracks will go down in history as one of the best soundtracks in gaming history, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree. I wanted to touch on Halo Infinite's and Halo's future in general in this part of the video. The Halo franchise hype has definitely died a bit with 2 lackluster Halo games. I kinda hope that Halo Infinite brings back Halo on top, but hearing that the game won't have Forge on release and no co-op campaign is really stupid and underwhelming. But based off what we saw, I think everything should be okay for now, but we'll see I guess. Well everybody, I'm out.